The book I've chosen to read for you today is The Emperor's Underwear. It's one of the seriously silly stories based on The Emperor's New Clothes from Hans Christian Andersen. So I don't know if you've read any of the other ones, but basically this story is set in a land far, far away where nobody wears any clothes at all. And the Emperor has been walking around, and in summer it's very nice, but in winter it's not nice at all. It's very, very cold. And some tailors, some people who make the clothes, have turned up and said to the emperors that they're going to make him some clothes that nobody else will see. Of course, everyone can see the clothes. So I'll start from here. Of course, the emperor and everyone at the palace could see exactly what they were doing, but no one said a word in case people thought that they were complete banana brains. The emperor allowed the tailors to help him squeeze into the underpants. "Oh," he said, "they're all nice and warm, even though I can't see them." The emperor was so pleased with his new underwear, he hopped onto his bicycle and went for a ride around town. When he'd gone, the tailors began to laugh and rub their wicked hands together. "Hee hee hee," he said. The emperor rode proudly backwards and forwards along the high street, and although it was snowing, a large crowd gathered to watch. Of course, everyone could see the royal underwear perfectly well, but they didn't want anyone to think that they were silly old banana brains, so they said nothing at all, only clapped and cheered as the emperor pedalled by. All of a sudden, a tiny boy who was shivering on his father's shoulders pointed his little cold finger at the emperor and shouted, "That man wearing underpants!" "Shh," hissed his father, "that's the emperor, and he's not wearing anything." "Oh, yes he is," shouted the boy. "That man is wearing nice warm woolly pants. Me want some woolly pants too." "The emperor's wearing pants," someone whispers. "The emperor's wearing underwear." "Yes," everyone shouted, "the emperor's wearing underwear and we want some too." The emperor turned all red inside his white woolies and pedalled back to the palace. "Oh, I really am a banana brain," he sighed. "Whatever have I started?" In no time at all, the wicked tailors had opened a big underwear shop in the high street, and people soon began queuing outside. It wasn't long before everyone started wearing underwear. Some people wore socks too, and trousers, and shirts, and even ties on Sundays. Of course, it wasn't long before they had to spend all their time washing and ironing and putting away. And although people weren't cold anymore, they didn't laugh quite as often as they did. The policemen looked like policemen, and the teachers looked like teachers, and the emperor looked so important in his royal clothes that nobody spoke to him anymore. He began to feel very lonely and fed up. One hot day in the middle of summer, when everyone was sweltering in their woolen clothes, the emperor decided he'd had enough. He pulled off his royal robes and his crown and popped back on his bicycle. Then he rode proudly up and down the high street carrying a large sign. It said, "Dare to be bare." And on the back it said, "It ain't rude to be nude." All the people turned out to clap and cheer. Then they began to pull their clothes off too. The wicked tailors sat in their shop and got hotter and hotter and more miserable. No one was interested in buying anything. In no time at all, everyone was laughing again, just as they'd done before. And soon, even the tailors joined in. They set up a stall selling suntan lotion and ice lollies instead. But the person who laughed loudest of all was the emperor himself. "Perhaps I am a banana brain," he chuckled, "but I'm a big, bare, happy old banana brain." And he cycled away into the sunshine. And there he is with his bare bottom.